Hello folks and welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party, and let's try Die Already. It's a free game. You can play it on Windows, OS X, Linux, and via a web player. It was created over a 3-day competition, so this game was built up from scratch with a Unity engine in 3 days, which is pretty impressive. It does support the keyboard and a game controller. I would strongly advise using a controller, even though I was doing passably well given my platformer skill set, which is low, with the keyboard, so it is possible to use just a keyboard. So this is a pretty simple game. You are trying to get away from death, and as he says, you cannot escape from him. Now I'm a little bit it's kind of weird, not far in the game. There's not really far to get, but you pick up various upgrades. As you can see too, when you die you start from the very beginning each time, which frankly I have very little patience for, but I know a lot of people really get into that kind of thing, as seen by the popularity of games like I Want to Be the Guy and what have you. Anyway, you do start from the beginning every time, so you need to make the entire run in one go. Now, one thing that does stay with you is upgrades that you get. So for example, you can see I'm doing a spin attack there. I can do a double jump. Now I've picked up those upgrades as I've come along, and I keep them when I die, and I'm going to reset here in a bit just to show you, but I wanted to show you, me actually getting far. Just barely ran into those spikes. So we'll do one or two more runs. Yeah, this is the part that annoys me. I really don't like doing the same thing over and over again. I have incredibly low patience for that, but again, I know there is definitely a market for that type of thing. There's people who love that. It's also why I hate roguelikes, but look how popular roguelikes are right now. So there you go. Anyway, the jumping controls are pretty good. Especially, I guess, considering it was made in such a short time span. The controls feel pretty good, but in a platform jumping game, especially one which punishes you by making you do the whole level again if you fail, it's not quite tight enough. I think part of the problem might be the angle. A lot of times it's hard to tell. Obviously, I'm watching my shadow to see where I'm going to land. But it's still a little tricky. This part is a pain in the arse. I don't think I've been able to pass this yet. There's spikes over here too. Let's see if I can get over that. This is actually the furthest I've made it. Wow, somehow I did not die to that. I think I just happened to be spinning right when I landed. Now, of course, if the Reaper gets me, I will die, and he's probably about to get me here. Well, we're doing all right. This will probably be the last time I play before I reset. There's some spikes in the walls. Whoa. I don't really know what I was supposed to do there. Alright, now that's a pretty cheap death. And again, I know some people love that kind of crap, but yeah, I don't like cheap deaths. It also keeps track of your death counts, or how many times you have died, as well as your score. Score is just based on how long you live. Let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is escape out and show you what it's like to start a fresh game. So we're going to reset our power-ups and the high score. And you can see this was built basically by 2 people. I think some other folks helped, like somebody helped with the voiceover. So let's go ahead and start. So again, no double jump, no spin. You run into these signs and it'll tell you what's going on automatically. So when I run over here, it says, wow, that guy's annoying. Not having spin. I don't know why he's killing me every time. There we go. The Grim Reaper is going to kill you. You keep power-ups even after you die. Well, we definitely get the spin attack. You also get daggers. I didn't show those off. But honestly, I didn't really see a point. Because 1, aiming the daggers is a real pain in the butt. And 2, they can actually kill you. So it's a pain. Controls are in the pause menu. I probably should have told you that sooner. Probably. Got hit by that guy again. So yeah, if this was just me playing, I would have probably already stopped by now. Like, there's no compelling reason, and again, there's no compelling reason for me to keep playing. But again, I realize there is that market out there who love to be tormented in their games. See, this is the knives pick up. I can throw the knives. They're pretty inaccurate, and like I say, they can kill you. So it's kind of an insult to injury that not only did you miss my enemies, you've caused me to die as well. The spin seems to help your jump go a little longer. At least that's what it seems like to me. Ooh, luckily killed that guy. I like to jump right on top of this one because he will always shoot away right as I land. So you can see like I said, the controls are okay. The jumping controls are okay. Most of the time, I don't feel totally boned by the controls themselves. Other than, you know, being a little floaty. Landing on these platforms is probably the worst. The moving platforms. Whoa. My characters might have stuck in an animation here. Possibly. Let's avoid those spikes if we can. I still don't know. Oh, I guess we're just supposed to jump through there like that. Alright. Bombs. Okay. You know what? Screw the bombs. Ain't got time. I ain't got time for bombs. So this is obviously the furthest I've been. Oh, didn't see the spikes there. Okay. Alright, well I think that's enough of die already. Oh, I did find this interesting thing. If you just run backwards, it takes... The time it takes for death to be kind of there, you can actually run over here. And what's funny is, I'm thinking they might have realized it was a problem. So there's another death coming. Maybe it's Death's brother. I can't think of a witty thing if we would. But Death's brother would be maybe serious illness. Or feeling really badly. So I don't know if you can maybe catch up with the other death, or if it or just despawns the other death. But I tried to catch up with the other death before and I couldn't catch him, so I think it might just spawn him. Anyway, that was Die Already. So check it out if you're into this this type of game. If you like I Want to Be the Guy. Obviously not as deep, and I think it's pretty short. But, you know, keep in mind, this game was made in 3 days. So check it out. I will put the links to the game in the video description so you can play it yourself again. Remember, you can play it in the web player, and you can play it on Windows, Linux, and OS X. So thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, finding some games you might not have ever heard of, so you can impress your hipster gaming friends, make sure to subscribe, like my videos if you like them, leave comments so that you know what you thought of this video and the game itself, and I shall see you next time. Into the lava!